So guys, I'm Chris, and now we're going to talk about sports. I played professional basketball until last year when my career was cut short by an injury. For us, professional athletes, this is a nightmare, and most of us never recover from it. My way of coping with the situation at that time was to keep active at the highest level my body could take. So naturally, I grabbed any sport I could get my hands on. But with each and every one of them, I found something was missing. As a professional athlete, you take a lot of things for granted. At first, when you play against competitors that challenge you, and it's fun. Then, your club usually owns both practice and competition courts available to you 24/7. On top of all that, you've got all the trainers, coaches, and sparring partners that are there required to play with you. With amateur sports, however, it's different. At first, you have no one to play against. You have to search them on your own. The solution at this time is to go on some matching platforms or Facebook groups. Now let's say you find someone, you get into more problems. Just think about it. You have to sync your calendars with the available courts, and then call back and forth to find an opening. And after you book it, you have a really good chance of learning at the end that the guy never ever plays your sport. And this leaves the best about sports missing: the competition. That's why I'm here to bring you BounceMatch. This is a platform that revolutionizes the way you play sports. In a matter of seconds, whether you're a professional or a beginner, you'll be able to log in, find a suitable partner, and book a court. How does this work? Simple. You just select where you want to play, when you want to play, and then you can choose from any of the available players on the platform. But here's a catch. You can actually see the chance you have to win against each and every one of them. So you can make a tactical decision on how difficult you want your game to be. Then, you simply challenge him, and once he accepts, boom, you've got your court booked and game set up. We've even added a chat functionality, so you can trash your opponents and get into their heads. Now, each sport on the platform features its very own leaderboard. So when you win a game, you go up the ranks, and when you lose one, you go down. Behind our very intuitive UI, there's a complex algorithm that calculates the exact amount of points you win or lose based on the difficulty of your last game. So for those of you who remember, think Yahoo chess, but for sports. The more difficult the game, the less your chances, the more points you gain. Now the amateur sports market is huge, and I believe we can make it even bigger. To tackle this huge market, we've decided to start with squash as our first sport. Now, our opportunity lies with people who have a desire to play, but just need the right push in the right direction. Our solution opens the way for them. But most importantly, it keeps them active and engaged. Now, as of this moment, we're making money through bookings. That means we take a commission on each court booked through BounceMatch. However, this is not by far our final goal. As we grow, we want to integrate a series of in-app purchases, such as personalized roadmaps for the user to improve their game, or even one-on-one sessions with advanced or even real pro players. Now, we're very proud to announce that we've just signed a partnership with the biggest squash club here in Cluj. Our goal now is to fill their courts mostly through BounceMatch. Then we want to expand it to Romania and later in the Netherlands, where the Squash Federation has shown great interest in our product. Now let's see how this works. So guys, I'm sorry, but my phone's kind of old, so it doesn't work with the network here. But I would like to make a demo just for the jury, so that they... I'll give this mic, sorry. So, to go to the demo, you just select the app. Here I got my dashboard. I can expand it so I can see my advanced stats. Now to set up a game, I'm going to go to New Game here and select where I want to play. Next, I'll select one of those days. It goes 7 days in advance from today. I'll just drag through the hours I want to play at. And now I get the list of all the players available at that place and time. The list starts at the most optimal match, and if I go to the left, I find easier players. And if I go all the way to the right, like this, I find the hardest players on the platform. Now I'll challenge a couple of them. Okay. And now I just have to wait for some of them to respond. Alright, somewhere. Oh, it works a bit. Now I can use the chat to let him know that I'll be late for a couple of minutes. That works actually. Cool. So now, let's say for the purpose of this demo, I've already played the game. I'll insert here the score. I've beaten Rod right now. And once he confirms the score, the game is saved and the points are distributed, and I can go on looking for a more challenging match. So, as of this moment, we're running in beta. And if any of you want to register, you can do so on our website and benefit for a month free of bookings. This is BounceMatch, and we change the way you play sports.
How do you reach both sides of your marketplace? Because you have to actually sell to clubs and to users, right?
Yes. So as of this moment, for clubs, we're doing direct sales with the clubs, and we're preparing a marketing campaign for getting users on the platform.
Why did you choose squash as a sport to begin with? Have you tested other sports and have you validated this?
We actually choose squash as we had a number of sports to choose from. We wanted tennis at first, but squash seemed the best fit to actually prove this concept, being that it's an all-season sport. You can play it indoors anytime.
Can't you play tennis indoor as well?
Yeah, but here in Romania, not so well.
Can you talk a little bit about your defensibility against other social apps, like a meetup apps, introducing this as part of their features?
Well, what this thing does, besides just finding you a match, is actually booking the court and giving you the exact, let's say, chance of winning, so you can find your optimal partner. So you don't just meet someone on Facebook and say, let's play, and if it's all right, it's all right. We kind of want to guarantee that it's going to be a good and fun, entertaining game for you.
So maybe that is your defensibility, is going after a niche market that other more established apps having a difficult time finding the
Exactly.
model in it,
Yeah.
while you can afford to start small.
Yep.
Any other questions?
At the point at which you're looking to generate revenue, which even if you're not doing that now, who do you anticipate paying for this? The club or the individual?
The club at first.
And what's the model there? Is it a subscription model? Is it a per user model?
It's a commission on each booking, similar to booking.com. Any more questions?